Sing me a song of a lass that is gone.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaylee and today's video I am talking all about chapter 3 from the amazing book written by Diana Gabaldon, Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone. If you are not up to chapter 3 or you have not read up to chapter 3, you have not listened up to chapter 3 and you don't want to know anything about it, this is not the video for you. Move along. I'm sorry. We're talking all about it. Chapter 3. So this chapter 3, was titled Rustic, Rural and Very Romantic. It is a very short chapter. So in the scheme of our playlist of videos here, it's going to be a short one. There are lots of cool little subjects being discussed in this chapter though. So even though it was short and sweet, there was a lot of information going on, and let me tell you, I'm excited about the contents of this chapter. So this chapter is predominantly told by Claire in the situation that she's currently in, and it is the same morning that Bree and Jamie go hunting. Now, Claire starts off by wondering, I wonder who the first person who will come and visit her or see her that day is, and she's absolutely ecstatic when it is Roger and the kids who bring her breakfast. Now, it's not long before the conversations start to turn to what is happening, what had happened, and, why are you here? But Roger does explain that he wants to wait for Bree to tell the full story, as the majority of the story is actually hers to tell. Now, something that does come out, and it is very important in this chapter, I believe, is that Roger tells Claire how he met Hector. Now, Hector McEwen was the man who had the blue light come from his hands and predominantly saved Buck from having a heart attack after they came through the stones. Now, this jog of memory, basically, that Roger is telling Claire all about the blue light and how he knows he's seen it and he physically seen this light, triggers the memory for Claire from when she had miscarried with Faith, and how Master Raymond had done this same thing. He had come forth and basically saved Claire from dying, and he was able to exclude the blue light, and how she was able to see the blue light in her bones. It was interesting in this conversation that Claire then also learnt that Hector McEwen was able to tell that Roger was a time traveler simply by touching him. Roger and Claire were unable to do that, and it was really pointed out that Hector personally could, he could tell that they were exactly like him. It was also talked about how Roger had been slightly healed himself from Hector when he also touched him. Now, this entire storyline with the blue light is going to be so predominant throughout this book. I feel it's going to be the real it's going to bring it out. It's going to bring it forth of what is this blue light, what is happening, it's really going to come into play. That's my personal opinion for this book. And this chapter, even though it was short and sweet, it was really interesting to see Claire's reaction to Roger seeing and knowing about somebody with the blue light. I found that really fascinating. But like I said, this was a very short chapter, and I know the next chapter is also a very short one. So if you are following along and watching these videos as you read as well, or you've read a couple of chapters and you're ready to watch the next video, stick around. If you've watched this in playlist mode, chapter 4 is what's coming up, and we will talk all about that in the very next video. If you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, please consider doing so. It really does help the channel grow, and it will help get this playlist out to all those who want to talk about it in a safe, knowing where we're up to spoiler zone. So I hope everyone's having a great day and you're having a lovely read along. Let me know what you thought about this chapter. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Sing me a song of a lass that is gone.